Welcome back to the Pioneer Sideline. We now have in studio Teresa Davis, Point Park softball and women's basketball player. Teresa, nice to have you in studio.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, first thing, Teresa, you come to Point Park University. What really made you come to Point Park University over any other college?
Honestly, it was the scholarship that the coaches gave to me. I did want to come here for broadcasting, but I talked to Michelle Coltis, and she gave me a pretty good deal that, Point Park could only give me. So that's why I came here in the long run.
Now, you play two sports here, women's basketball and softball. Have you always played those two sports, and have you played any additional sports before you, outside of those two before you came into college?
Yeah, I played basketball and softball in high school. I also played volleyball, so that was something to add to the mix, I guess. But I knew I wanted to come to college to play basketball and softball, and that's also a reason why I came here. Is it's really difficult to play two sports in college, so this school gave me that opportunity.
Now, you mentioned playing two sports being a very difficult challenge, definitely at any college. How are you able to really manage your time and make sure you're able to make the commitment to both sports?
Well, that's honestly all it is time management, because between two sports and classes, it's just a year-long run, basically, because you start off the year in one sport in pre-training, let's say for softball, and then, you're starting, let's say, with 18 credit hours, and then you go from softball straight into basketball, which is about, what, a 6-month, 5-month season. It's very long and very, hard on your body, and then the hardest part is basically the transition, because transitioning from basketball to softball is quite different. Since we went to nationals this year, we missed spring training for softball. So that was something I had to deal with, and it's hard because I'm not in softball mode yet, and I hope to get that within the next few games, but that's really the hardest part, is just transitioning from each sport.
And you mentioned transitioning. What is the physical transition you really have to go through to really change the style of play? Because basketball and softball are two completely different styles of sport. They really have different tolls on your body.
Yeah. I'm always sore. They're just totally different. You're guarding in basketball. You're always using your legs, and I'm a catcher for softball, so it's just it's really different muscles completely. And any dual sport athlete can attest to how treacherous it is for your body. But you kind of just have to stretch it out. Take precautions, and really just you have to take care of your body. It's really important.
And you mentioned taking care of your body. What is the physical toll you really have to endure, especially with basketball? You got to start training at the beginning of the year. And in softball, you have the opportunity to possibly going almost into June. So that's, of the 12 months of the year, you must have 10 months of just playing pure sport.
Yeah, you really have to pace yourself. To give one thing that Tony Gredick does really well is having us work hard, but not lose all of our energy within the first 3 months of the season. That's why we do so well in the end of the season, come nationals, let's say, or our conference championship. We were ready, we were in shape, and that really helps to just pace yourself throughout the season. And I think that's why I'm not completely exhausted yet before softball rolls around.
You mentioned Coach Grenick and Michelle Coltis, the softball coach. Do they ever have problems with a basketball covering, taking a little bit away from the softball with you guys going to nationals?
I wouldn't say they have really a problem with it. I know that they don't mind. They want you to get involved with as much as you can here at campus. And I think the only problem I would say is just missing out on certain events. Spring training was huge. I went there my freshman year. It was a blast. It helps you. You're getting in softball mode. So I wouldn't say that they have a problem with each other or the sports conflicting with each other. So, I know it would be tough for them to probably recruit another dual sport athlete, but it is what it is.
And between your two sports, do you have a favorite, or are they both equally just as important to you as a sport?
I gotta say they're equal. That's what I gotta say. I love them both. They're totally different. Indoors, outdoors, completely different setting. I love them both.
Thanks for your time, Teresa. Thank you for having you in studio. Now we're going to take one more short commercial break. Be back with the Courthouse Case of the Week where we discuss Pirates baseball and see how they will do this season. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Pioneer Sideline here on UView.